Hello, Tennos up here. So in case you missed this week's live stream, it was incredibly embarrassing. Long story short, I was rushing for a sortie and I failed because one of the missions is a Kuva fortress rescue, and I just didn't know how to do it. Although I am being assigned to a squad, but everyone was struggling, and partially it's because it's a sortie, so the damage is really high, so we're just either dying or somehow we just keep failing the mission and until the reset kind of hit. So I did not manage to finish my sortie on that day. At that point I felt really guilty, the fact that if only I knew how to do it, then maybe I could carry the entire team to finish the mission. And also another thing that I felt really bad about is that, it's been around for a real long time, I just never took the time to understand it until now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make an entire series on all of the rescue missions and also spy missions, and basically the easiest way to run them for each different factions. And since I'm going to learn them and study them, I'm also make a video and share it with you guys. And if you guys see something that I missed out, please let me know. On top of that, I'm going to use warframes that do not have a certain advantage over the missions, like let's say Loki or anything that has invisibility, and also things that has invulnerability or the rift and stuff like that. So basically any warframe you could use, you could pull off these missions as long as you do it right. So I'm actually using a Octavia. It's damaged just by getting all the way here. The level, as in the rank, is not maxed yet because I just got her today, this morning. So the whole point of this is that I'm trying to show you that it really doesn't matter what you use. In fact, I use her because I have to level her up anyways, so might as well do it together, because if you do it right, you're not going to get a single damage besides from running all the way here and also extracting, so that is going to be a challenge. Anyways, okay, so first thing you want to note is that if you spend too much time idling, they will trigger the elimination thing. So let me restart this mission. The map can be rotated into 4 different ways. There are 2 main entrances, and depending on your luck, you could be entering from here or here. The map has 2 rings, one which is the outer ring and another one which is the inner ring. If you were to start from here, which is behind a glass wall, you'll have to find a way into the inner ring before you could go in to rescue a target. The default method requires you to enter through the main door, which is heavily guarded and you are required to hack your way into. The method that I'll be teaching you is to climb up the vent area at these 2 points. Depending on your luck, sometimes one of the vents might be closed. In that case, you have to come back down and go around to the next one. The moment you reach the main door of the holding area, there is one way to find out which side you are entering from, which is determined by whether you see this control console on your left or on your right. So in this case, it is on my right. Okay, and what this means is the moment I open this door, I will be seeing that glass wall. Okay, and I'm entering from that part of the map, which is in the outer ring. Now this is kind of good because from here you could actually analyze what you have to go through. So if you could see over there, right over there, there is some kind of flag coming down, and that is actually the place where you could climb up to the vent area. So I'm going to show you roughly how I do this. Now if you go up from here, you'll be going from the left side of the secret passage, the outer ring, but then sometimes I prefer to go through this one, and I want to show you this way of going through. So you go down first, and the reason why is because I want to tell you about these steam thingies. So you kind of have to be careful of those things. Make sure that they're gone before you walk past. Now if you're lucky enough, this door will be open and you could go up, but it looks like it is not. I'm not sure if there's a button or something they could use. Now here there is a crack, but you could jump over, so you will still be able to make it. There you go. And now you go back up. I have to be careful for guards, but looks like there aren't any. And then we're gonna come out from here. Oh, there is one. So the place that I would like to try is the main door, right? So that is actually a really risky and really hard part to go, but I would want to show it to you guys how much how do I say this, how much of a risk is involved, like how much more heavily guarded it is at the front part. Okay, so there is 2 guards over there that follows a certain pattern of the road, so you just have to make sure that you do not. Now if you have a chance, it's a good idea to take them out, but there is some kind of risk. Now make sure that you do not get scanned by these scanners, because they will unleash something really horrible. So now he's facing the other way, and this is a good time to jump up, and there you go, made it. So lucky enough, this door isn't closed. Sometimes it does close, then you have to go to the other side. So it's not closed. Now I will scan for the guards. You're basically inside already. There you go. And what you want to do is you want to sneak up on the guard. Come on, move faster. Almost there. And kill this one. Now at this point you have all the time in the world to slowly hack these security thingy to open each and every door to find your rescue target. This time the control console is at my left side. This means that the moment I open this door, there will be no glass wall. I could go straight up and potentially enter the holding area immediately, where I could rescue the target. So let's cross our fingers and see what happens. Now the enemies are actually not easily alerted. I could show you by just standing over here. It may take a while for them to walk back, but I just want to show you how easily and how hard. There you go, you see they barely notice me. So right now I'm gonna go up here. Oh great, it is open. So just like this, I have already entered into the place where they keep the holding area. So I'm just scouting for the guard. At this point, after rescuing the target, I highly recommend going back up to the place that you came in from. The reason is kind of simple, because this way, if you go through the main entrance, which is heavily guarded, you run a risk of your hostage dying. So I would recommend going the other side. Now if you're lucky enough, your operator will survive. If he doesn't survive and you felt like you moved like pretty far from the main holding area, you could just continue even if, oh my god, even if the hostage were to die, simply because it is not too far usually. And even if he dies, like for example right now he is bleeding out, if you were to exit, it will still be counted as a success. So that's all I like to talk about for the Kuva Fortress Rescue mission. This is the first video of its series, so it's a little bit longer because I like to explain a little bit more. But for future videos on the rescue and spy missions, it will be a lot more compact and also straight to the point. I will usually explain at least 2 methods, one which is the default one, and then another one which is the faster way that I find. Now there are sometimes more ways to getting in, like for example, if you have to find another way, there is another way to enter this rescue mission, which is at the left and right sides of the map, that you kind of have to wait for the guard to enter first before you could kind of sneak in with him. But I will not be discussing that because that is actually relatively harder, especially if you do not have a invisible frame. I know that there are probably a lot of rescue and spy mission videos already out there, but I find some of them a little bit hard to understand. So hopefully this way of explaining is better. And for those that do not know about the mission, if you think that this is very helpful, let me know. If you are someone that is already familiar with the mission and you think that it will help the newer players, let me know as well. Also, let me know if there is something that I've missed. Finally, this is Zelp wishing you a pleasant day, Tennos. Bye bye.